Pastor Josh, thank you for being with us today.
Absolutely.
So I have a few questions to ask you about seniors and their impact, the necessity for their impact in the next generation.
Yeah.
So you pastor a church, right? Can you tell us a little bit about your church?
Yeah, I'm the pastor of First Church Open Bible in Des Moines, Iowa. I've been on staff there for 9 years, and I've been the senior pastor for 4.
For 4 years. So if we were to talk, let's have a conversation about seniors.
Yeah.
So why is it important for senior citizens to be involved and invest in the next generation?
Well, because as you're entering maybe your retirement years, you should not retire from investing in the next generation. They need you. They need your wisdom. They need your experience, because how do we learn but through experience? And if you can share with me so that I don't make bad decisions because you learn the hard way, I can be blessed from your wisdom and your experience. And this happens a lot in our church, and it's beautiful and it's needed.
Give us some examples of how seniors in your church are involved in the next generation.
So our church has been growing a lot lately, and when I came into the church, we had almost majority of senior citizens. And as we've grown, we've reached a lot of younger people. We've partnered with a sobriety ministry and a lot of people in their 30s, even in their late 20s, that have made poor life decisions. And now they've met Jesus, and now they've come into the church, and they're completely undiscipled. They love Jesus passionately, but they don't know anything.
Wow.
And so we need to have we are having our older generation disciple and raise them up and prepare them to follow Jesus.
For life.
Yeah, for their whole life, really, because
Wow.
they're learning how to be stable humans in society, not just in the faith, but also how they can pay their bills on time, how they can manage their families, how they can actually treat their spouses and their kids properly and healthily, because they've never had an experience or a parent that's modeled that before. And so in a lot of ways, the seniors in our church are helping them become true adults and proper citizens.
Wow, and to continue this, can you share with us, give some advice, a word of advice, wisdom for our seniors? Why should they not give up? Why should they continue serving? It doesn't matter the age. Why should they do that?
Because we need them. We can't do this without them. Every generation passes on to the next, and it's an investment, because your parents and grandparents invested in you. That's how you were able to live as fruitfully as you were. And now it's your calling to pass on to the next generation. Because even though our society says we don't need old people, we don't need seniors, we don't need all that, we got all this new modern stuff, I've learned that the new stuff is kind of junk and it breaks all the time. Right? I want something old and lasting. And I think that a lot of our young people today are recognizing that too, that maybe all this new postmodern nonsense, I want to go back to something that is lasting. And so we need those who have come before, who've seen a world different than what is today, who can speak into today and tell us how we can go forward, but also revive something from the past that's valuable. And only those people who have seen the past can help us move into a better future.
Oh, wow. That's very, very well put. What about young people? What word of advice, wisdom do you have for them?
Do not despise the wisdom of the older generations, because they've learned the hard way. We like to think like, oh, we have everything figured out. We know all this stuff now. And the truth is, the older I get, the more I realize how much I don't know. We're very confidently ignorant. And I value my father's wisdom now more than I ever did before. And so the sooner the younger can learn that they need the wisdom of the older, that is when they will actually be able to accomplish something and make a meaningful, lasting impact on this world.
We live in a beautiful country, right?
Yes.
A wonderful country, for which we are very grateful. Can you share some of the reasons you are grateful for this nation?
I have been blessed beyond measure. I made a lot of foolish mistakes when I was young. I went astray, but this nation is not about throwing people away. It's about raising people up. And just as Christ shows us the gospel of redemption, in this nation, I personally myself have been redeemed. And now I have a family. I have 5 kids, and I'm able to serve so fruitfully. I owe everything to what has happened in this nation because we follow godly principles.
What would you say to young people? Why should they be grateful to to be in this nation?
Well, because we have freedom. We have something that I don't think they recognize. I think there's just this assumption that the whole world is like America, and so we judge America so harshly, when the reality is we're one of the few places where we can actually express ourselves. We can actually have freedom, where the government isn't as overbearing as it could be. And we need to fight for that, and we need to recognize how blessed we are.
How do we practically fight for that? How do we practically pass on this attitude of gratitude to the next generation?
Well, it starts one person at a time, right? We can go to Washington, D.C. and try and pass laws and everything like that, but laws don't really change hearts. We need to be involved in our communities, with our families, with the people down the street. And if millions of individuals start making different choices and start appreciating our nation, and especially in our schools and what we're teaching to the young, that will impact a whole generation, right? We didn't get here overnight. What happened in America happened because people chose different things. And so what gets us out of the predicament we're in is many, many individuals choosing different choices.
Yeah, wow, so very well said. I know from experience that the more people I meet, that everyone has a story. Everyone has someone who impacted them.
Yeah.
Someone who's put that mark on their lives. What about you? Who is a senior and elder, someone in your past who's left that mark on you?
It has to be Dr. Bruce Rosedal. That man was so meaningful to me. So he was my professor in Bible college. Okay. And I had recently gotten saved out of drugs and alcohol and all this foolishness. And I was now back in Bible college training to be a pastor. And this man shepherded me. He gave me wisdom, and he just helped me. And he had such a gentle heart, right? And so I learned not only what to think, but how to act from him, because he modeled what he was teaching as well. And so, I mean, honestly, myself, all I'm trying to do is if I can be Dr. Rosedal and my youth pastor, Matt Rule, if I could just be a combination of those men, then I'm doing well.
Wow, what a very beautiful example. Thank you for sharing. One more question. Can you share with us, I know that every season of life has its challenges and so forth. And our seniors, our elders, they experience a lot of challenges. So the older they are, the harder it gets and so forth. What encouraging words do you have for them? Why should they not stop? Why should they continue? Is it worth it? Why?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it. Because not only is the Lord with us and He guides our steps until He calls us home, we have a mission here on earth and we have a purpose. There are people that need what they have. And I think sometimes we forget that. We're so worried about what we're going through and what we need and what we're experiencing. But there's something that you have that someone else needs. And it's a part of my mission, especially as I'm looking into the sunset. What can I do to give and to serve and to be I consider myself a missionary to give these thoughts that'll last far beyond my days on this world.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing this wisdom with us. May God bless you and your church. And may God bless the United States.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.